afternoon, folks. The great Matt Geib with you once again on this kind of lazy, sunny afternoon of August 17th, 2009. And I am sitting here in my office, and I've just been thinking about some things lately, and I just felt it was important maybe to share some thoughts with you today to try and put your life forward, to try and help you move your life forward, and to give you a little positive energy, as it were. As some of you already know, if you follow me, I am an avid student of the Master Key, written back in probably 1917 by Charles F. Hennell. And lately I've read this thought from chapter 20, or week 20. This was a correspondence course that he would mail out to students, and they would mail back their answers after they'd read a week. And I thought that at the end of chapter 20, or week 20, which was called The Spirit of Things, there was a real interesting quote, and I wanted to just kind of share some thoughts with you about it here today and maybe in the next couple of days. Thought is creative vibration, and the quality of the conditions created will depend upon the quality of our thought. Very good. Thoughts are, it depends on the quality of your thought, what you're going to create. And if you got a real positive thought, it's probably going to be of real high vibration. Somebody that doesn't have a positive thought and is kind of down in the dumps, it's a pretty low vibration. Because we cannot express powers which we do not possess. That's what he's talking about, about vibrating, about good thoughts. We must be before we can do, and we can do only to the extent which we are. And so what we do will necessarily coincide with that which we are. And what we are depends on what we think. Now, if you're an Alex Rodriguez, all-star baseball player, or the golfer, Mr. Woods, you know that you're a professional athlete. You know that you're the best baseball player in the world, or one of the best. You know that Tiger Woods, you're the best golfer in the world. You know that because you have created that mindset. Not only do you have the physical tools, but you've created it. You are that person. You have to first be. And you know, Tiger Woods' dad was working with him since he was 3-year-old, a 3-year-old to be. And then he could do. He could do the golfing. Alex Rodriguez could do the all-star baseball playing because they already knew that they were that. And then they have what comes with that. The accolades, the money, the fame, the prestige. And it's the same way with us. We must first know that we can be before we can do. And the do is based on who we are, which gets back again to what we've become by what we fed ourselves and what we've begun to believe about ourselves, and then we become. Okay? Every time you think, you start a train of causation which will create a condition. Every time you think, you start a train of causation. You're sending it out into the ether, into the infinite creator's realm to bring it about. Whether it's good or bad, this creative condition in strict accordance with the quality of the thought which originated it. In other words, if it's good, you're going to start something good. If it's negative, you start something negative. Thought which is in harmony with the universal mind will result in corresponding conditions. Thought which is destructive or discordant will produce corresponding results. You may use thought constructively or destructively, but the immutable law will not allow you to plant a thought of one kind and reap another kind. You are free to use this marvelous creative power as you will, but you must take the consequences. In other words, thought creates things. Thought is a thing. We've been taught by Napoleon Hill. You start a creative, good thought, it's going to start to create something good. You dwell on the negative, you begin to create the negative. And I wanted to start a little series that I've entitled Programming Yourself for Success. And we're going to get into that. And you know, one of the ways you program yourself for success is by how you program your mind. That's the simplest way. And here's one of the methods that I use right here. And I don't think we have time to get into it today, but these are 5x3 file index cards. And when I was in college, they saved me. I would write down notes from the different courses I took, important things to memorize and to know in my mind so I could test out and get an A or B on the test, and they saved me. I'd carry them around and read them. And I still do that today. Why? So I can program myself for success in a positive way. Let me leave you with this thought that's on this card. Many are anxious to improve their results, but they are unwilling to improve themselves, and they therefore remain bound. That's Bob Proctor. Are you anxious to change your results? Then you've got to start here. You've got to start with what's in your mind and what's in your heart, because according to what we read from Hanel, that's what's going to flow out. And I want to get into programming yourself for success in the next few days and share with you some of the ways that I program myself for success. Thank you, and have a great week.